I feel
No,
like the
you
next
got it.
inspiration.
I'm sick this week. Go for it.
Oh, you are? Uh, well, hell, we didn't really do a whole lot last week. Um, Kevin was tortured more.
Yeah, he
DM was
was.
cruel, and DM was cruel and tried to find out, ask other players about good ways to torture him. I would have taken it further than you did, James, when I gave my suggestion, but it works. It's acceptable. Um, we finished our work in the city. Um, with we finally got finally got the city floating into the air. We finished up some research related stuff, and then once the city was up in the air, Ace Daimora was trying to barter with Sabo for the tablet, and ultimately we can't give the tablet. It's not replaceable. There's no, it's just not really feasible. We can't go without it. She does remember to give us the Ring of Warp. We immediately understand that this thing's fucking dangerous, and just having it puts us in harm's way. So we orchestrate a means to keep it safe-ish. Kevin's tortured more. Um, we go ahead and leave. We take our leave. We fly out. Navarus is trying to contact and do scrying on everyone under the sun that he possibly can, and ultimately has failures in the first round. The second round, he manages to finally pick up that Nia actually exists, and so I try multiple times until eventually I can actually perceive Nia. I pick up Nia, bring her back. While we're in the Feywild, there's a conversation between Nez and Nia. Nez almost wandered away and actually left because Nia was being Nia, and ultimately she acquiesced, and we all went back to the ship. Navarius also successfully managed to do a scrying on Kevin, semi-successfully, but it was captured by a totem, and Demon immediately panicked that his ward failed, and that he was actively being scryed upon. And the last thing I saw with that is the Demon frantically doing some sort of summoning spell. That doesn't exactly bode well for Kevin. It sort of works out what the assumption was that we got. Afterwards, there's a lot of conversing with Nia and Nez and trying to figure out the whole situation between the two of them. And right now, as it stands, Nia was unwilling to compromise in any way, and Nez made the resolution that he was going to actually, ask Nalvaris to take him someplace to get off the ship. And that's where the session ended.
Yep. So picking up with you, Kevin.
All right.
So you're going through your weekly torture.
As I do.
Just having those fingers cut open and the bones mashed up this week.
Sounds about right.
And then you're being brought to Demon Lord Fade.
Excellent.
When you're brought before him, he asks you, "So, how are you enjoying it?"
Enjoying what?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Enjoying what?
Your stay here.
Oh, I can't say there's much to enjoy at all.
But you look so happy.
I have my reasons.
I have some good news.
Oh boy, what news do you have?
Come with me.
To witness another evil act of yours?
So, you're taken into a chamber,
Okay.
and you see the kitsune chained up.
Linzel?
Yep.
Okay.
You're going to hurt her. You're going to butcher her.
And why would I do something like that?
Because I've asked nicely.
No, I think instead, I think it's time you and I have a talk.
Oh,
Yes.
about what?
Let's call it your business with me.
Go on.
I will warn you, you'll have to hear me out to the very end. But I think you'll be interested.
Very demanding of you.
I'd
I'll
say I
humour
just
you.
asked nicely. So you seem to want just one thing from me. A celestial all to your own. And what better candidate than the one you have right here in front of you, already in your grasp? Should be easy, right? I mean, you've had me rotting here in endless torment for years, right? You've already picked your prize, and all it has to do is say yes. And yet you've already lost. You see, that prize you've claimed as your own, that just so happens to be me. I'm a celestial just like you always wanted. But I'm also the celestial that has spent the majority of both of his lifetimes being endlessly ridiculed by the people that have chosen to keep him around. They always keep me around because I'm useful to them. I'm convenient to have around. You see, last lifetime, I was there to amuse them, to entertain them, the subject of their mockery. But this time, I don't really know why they kept me around for as long as they did. Guess I was easy to throw at danger, maybe? Made sure they weren't the ones in harm's way. But they always made sure to put me in my place, tell me how little they thought of me, tell me how much of a burden I really was. And then, slowly but surely, they all left me. Every single person that I have ever loved in this world has either been ripped away from me or has abandoned me themselves. And I genuinely can't tell you which one hurts worse. So, both this world and the last one have tried and tried and tried to break me down at every single step. And you yourself have spent years using every bit of leverage that you have against me to hurt me in what I thought were unimaginable ways. And yet, every day that I am still standing, I think about what would have happened if my lives had been a little bit different, if they'd been a little kinder, if I would have found myself here, if things weren't quite the way that they were. Would things have been easier? Would I have been a little bit smarter, a little more careful? Would I be as strong as I am? Would I be as unbreakable as I've proven myself to be? See, you've taken everything from me that you can take. There is nothing more that you can do to make me suffer and make me break. So, with that in mind, I want to give you something. You want me as your celestial? There's one way for you to make that happen. But I don't think you are capable of it. Would you like the opportunity to prove me wrong?
The Demon Lord looks at you as if a child has walked up to them and is making a whole list of demands. And they're just so entirely amused by it that they're going to hear you out on this. Enlighten me.
So, I can tell you exactly how you can guarantee my cooperation, exactly how you can earn me as your prize. But there's going to be a catch. If you can't do what it takes, then you have to admit that you lost. You have to admit that you couldn't break me, and you have to let me go, never to be pursued by you again. All or nothing. Do we have a deal?
Sure.
Oh, I want you to think very carefully. I don't think you're capable of what it takes. Is that something you really want to agree to?
Let's hear it.
Oh, I need that deal first.
You have a deal.
Very well then. If you want me to give in to your will and become your celestial, all you have to do is reverse the damage that you have done to the people I have cared about and ensure no further harm comes from them to them from you or your people. You would have to bring back my former apprentice, his wife, his child, and the man who attempted to buy me. Restore them all to life, free from the damage you and your people have caused them, and make me a guarantee, in whatever manner you will actually respect and uphold, that neither you or your people will bring them or anyone else that I have loved in this world any further harm. You do that, then you can have me.
I wasn't listening to any of that. You talk way too much.
I was going to ask, because he agreed to it, does that technically count as a binding contract because he actually made an actual real agreement?
Not exactly with demons. Demons
Okay.
function on a leverage system, whereas
Yeah.
Fae are a verbal system.
Yeah. Say no more. I understand. I was curious if demons you work that same way.
Yeah,
Carry
Kevin
on.
didn't know how they worked, but he was going to give it a shot.
Yeah. I'm assuming that might work with devils, but not with demons. I presume.
Yeah. Archdevils would actually have a contract manifest when they actually agree to something. So you want me to fix your friends?
Totally, completely, and agree to whatever kind of promise you will actually uphold to never go after them again.
Can I get a fortitude and a will save from you, Kevin?
Sure. Fortitude is 29.
Okay, and any modifiers that you have that apply to curses.
I don't think I have any extras for curses specifically. Nope, nothing for curses. Will save is 12.
Perfect. So the demon approaches you, lifts you up by your hair, bites into your neck, and then just throws you to the ground. Well, if you wanted to leave, you could have always left.
Is that so?
So are you going to leave now? If so, where are you going to go?
Why would I tell you that?
I am the only person in this world that you still know. Other than the kitsune, you can see the kitsune tied against the wall, mumbling something along the lines of "Take me with you."
So you're just gonna let your prize slip away just like that? Doesn't seem very much like you now, does it?
Why? I've broken you. I won. And now I'm done with you, so you can leave.
Well, if you're done with me, then you have no use for that one either. Point to the kitsune.
That one's dinner.
No, no. That one comes with me.
No.
Can't have dinner if you're already full. Overstuff.
What level spell is it?
It's focus spell.
Okay, so what's it being cast at?
The demon.
No, I
level
mean,
2.
okay,
It's
second level.
focus 2.
I'm going to need you to make me a... Is that a will save? Fortitude save. DC 21.
Well, that's not good. 14.
You are sickened one.
Does it reflect back at me?
Yep.
Excellent.
If you were going to leave, now is your last chance.
Let that one go instead.
We are not negotiating. Fade approaches the kitsune. His jaws opening like a snake. Then you see his razor-sharp teeth just cut through the flesh. Kind of like he's skinning them with his teeth. This is nowhere near as precise or finessed as when he uses his tools. This is horrific. But it is quick. Soon enough he is done with them. And you can see a half-skinned kitsune sitting before you. Hello?
I can still hear you. I can hear you.
Okay.
Still alive or already dead?
Alive. Though they are bleeding out.
Am I restrained in any way?
No.
I'll go over to the kitsune and attempt lay on hands.
Yep. In the areas that you heal them, patches of flesh grow back and fur as well. And then the creature moves right back over and uses its nails to slice those areas off. It thanks you for assisting in the torment.
How is the kitsune tied up?
Chained one hand to one wall and another hand to the other wall.
Metal chains?
Yep.
Nothing he can really do about that. Okay. Kevin is going to say he is sorry to Linzel. And he's going to start walking away, and as he does so, he's going to tell Fade, this one doesn't deserve the torture, at least make it quick.
You're gonna be my new project. There's just a look of horror in her eyes. Fortunately, your back is turned. Okay, what do you do?
I'm going to make sure that I still have the one soul coin of Connor's, and then I'm going to leave.
Alright. Where are you going?
To one of the demon guards that has been watching me.
Okay.
Fate says he's done with me. Where's my stuff?
Guards looked at each other a little bit shocked. One's gonna go off to confirm. A different guard returns. Gone.
Sorry, what was that last part?
Gone. Your stuff's gone.
What do you mean it's gone?
Repurposed.
You took the full dark steel, shield and armor. And you're telling me you managed to find some use for that?
I'm telling you, someone found some use for that. It wasn't me, though.
Alright. He's gonna go to the coast.
Yep, you get there. There's a small collection of ships in the port. These ones are a little bit more advanced than the last lot that you saw. They have dual cannons.
Oh, of course they are.
The cannons are about half the size, though.
Any just like transport ships, or are they all warships?
They seem to all be warships.
Fair enough.
There's a little recruitment table for people to join the military.
No, probably not. He'll ask if there are any kind of transport ships expected at any point.
Stock ships. They come once every month. Sorry, twice every month.
Whenabouts are we expecting the next one?
Our last one was 4 days ago, so the next one is in 6 days. 7 days, sorry.
Alright.
So a week and a day.
I guess Kevin's killing it 7 days.
Alright. From what you can tell around the humans here, they have seem to have been modified slightly. Some of them are bulkier but not consistently bulky. Some of them are supernaturally thin. They seem to have been modified using the alchemical formulas for different purposes.
Fair enough.
Okay. Do you just stay in town?
Yeah, until that next ship shows up.
Okay. Roll me 1d10.
Three.
Okay. And you're just getting on the ship?
Yeah, I mean, I have no way to pay, so I'll probably talk to the captain and see if he'll take me in exchange for work. Just wherever he's going.
Okay, so stockade ships transport people here. Their purpose
okay.
is to get people from one job site to another. So it's pretty, because this place doesn't really run on an economy, well, a currency-based economy, they're expecting that you're going to a different job site. So there isn't really a need for you to pay.
Gotcha.
In fact, they
Where
don't
is it
actually have a
headed?
method for you to pay. These ones are heading east to the Conquered Lands.
Formerly Flurknivore?
Yes.
I suppose that'll work.
Okay. Novarius, you're the captain of the ship at the moment.
Apparently. So, I was planning on doing it anyways, just as a Hail Mary. Obviously, I don't know what Kevin's going to do, but I was going to attempt to do ascending to that very demon that I saw its true name and see if I
Yep.
can affect it with true name over the sending. Not sure if it's possible, but we're going to find out.
Okay.
But obviously, it takes weeks to get there anyways. But I'm assuming, do I find out very quickly that I can't send true speech over ascending?
So I need to know what level sending you're casting and what level spell slot you're powering your true speech with.
I guess I can actually do it with 2 level 9s, actually.
Okay, roll me 1d100.
How do I get that now?
If you just type /roll, yeah, like that.
No.
Okay.
I'm assuming, have I set a new precedent? Because I
I
don't know
had
if
to
anyone's ever
actually do
tried
some
this.
research on how this sort of thing would work between last session and this.
I'm glad I let you know ahead of time, so you didn't have to
Yeah.
make a call on the in the moment. I guess if I attempt this a couple times, will you eventually share the math with me as I get experience attempting to do it?
That depends on if you're going to try this again.
Oh, okay. So what what happens? Do you want me to give you the wording of what I attempted to use the true speech on, or does it matter
No,
at
I
this
needed
point?
the spell slot levels.
Okay.
Okay, 13 is soul feedback. Can I get a will save from you, Novarius?
I'm not sure if it's going to be helpful, but I'm going to go and spend an inspiration to add +3 to that, so it's 45.
Okay, and what is your true speech DC?
My true speech DC is 55.
Okay, and that's using the adjusted formula?
That's with the updated formula.
Perfect. Okay. So that's a critical failure.
Yep.
So your soul is
Hello.
torn free from your body.
Okay. Where does it end up?
About 5 feet away from your body.
I see. Am I like ethereal at this point?
Yes,
Okay.
you are a spirit.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry. I did change the alarm, but for some reason um change.
That's all good. The amount of times that's happened to me, it's easily forgivable.
Okay. So I'm essentially I am now a spirit. Can I actually this is like kind of ironic. Can I actually use this? Because I've actually
Why?
been I've been pulled from my body.
Maybe can you take a step back and explain why?
Obviously I would let Nisabo know I'm gonna
Yep.
attempt to do this. See
Feel
if I
free to
can make
quickly
this
fill in Sabo
demon.
of what you just did.
Okay, I as a Hail Mary to see if I can help Kevin. I attempted to use True Speech through a sending spell at the demon, with an attempt to actually make the demon actually like take Kevin to someplace safe and just release him. I rolled badly, and then I rolled a will save against my own True Speech DC, and I critically failed.
And where were we at the time?
Wherever I mean, if we could be on the deck, wherever exactly, what
Just on the
where
ship.
exactly we
So
would be on the ship.
we
I would
didn't
let you
pass
know
any
ahead of.
time.
No. This is
I'm
pretty much the first
yeah.
thing that he's done. We started with Kevin for
Kevin
the
has
session.
yeah. Yeah, started with Kevin. Kevin actually orchestrated his own release, but obviously Noaris doesn't know that at this point. He just knows that he's still captured.
Oh,
So obviously, it's an attempt. Not sure it would have worked. Don't even know what would happen, but it wouldn't hurt to try. Obviously, the worst case scenario has just happened.
so Novarez would have told me that this is happening.
Yeah,
Yep.
I would let you know, and make this attempt. So
And what would I see when he makes the attempt?
Do you have true sight by any chance?
No.
Okay. Do you have anything that lets you see into the ethereal plane?
I have X-ray vision, but I don't know if it lets me see in the ethereal
No.
plane.
So you see
so
Novarius
he's probably
cast a
standing.
spell,
Yeah, he was standing, and now he's not.
and then he just plummeted.
Fuck. Poke him with a stick.
You poke him.
check vital signs?
Yep, you turn the body over and you see the tongue is smouldering.
Oh,
There's
I
just
guess that
smoke
didn't go
leaking
well.
from the mouth.
As have the other friends fucked off?
Nia
Yeah,
is
and
on the ship. Nia decided to give their child the necklace.
necklace.
And then Nia left afterwards?
No, Nia's still on the ship.
Okay, okay.
But the child has the necklace, which is the child left.
No, the child's still on the ship. The child is content to stay around as long as they've got the necklace. And as long as Nia
The
keeps
necklace
complying.
is the Yami necklace.
Yep.
I guess I'll collect them.
So while they're doing that, so what's going on with me, James? And does this the feat that I took at 17, does that actually really apply? Because my soul is familiar with this entire process of like going into a body and then being released, and then that whole shtick that goes along with my race, my particular brand of ancient elf.
Does ethereal jaunt allow you to go into the material plane?
Technically, how ethereal jaunt works is that I can actually leave the material plane and go into the ethereal.
Does it allow you to go back the other way though?
It automatic once the 10-minute duration is over with ethereal jaunt, I immediately get shunted back into my body.
Okay, then that would actually have no effect in this situation.
Okay.
Not a bad attempt though.
That's why I figured to make the argument for it, because the whole flavor for it is that I'm very familiar with this process innately. But obviously, as I'm floating there, I try to get back into try and get back into my body through whatever means I possibly can.
Okay. Sabo, what would you like to do? The mouth seems to still be smouldering and taking more damage. You think that this could become fatal given more time? I don't think this is your first time experiencing a body without a soul, though.
Can I roll something for it? Because I don't really remember me experiencing a body.
I'm just quickly checking. Oh no, this is. Okay. So what would you like to do?
Oh, what I can do. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So I think that the body is quite dead. But you said I think it will become fatal, so the body is not dead.
So the body is alive as far as you can tell. He just seems to be in some sort of stunned state because his eyes are just staring off into the distance. There's no color to them.
Okay, well
The
I'm gonna need
mouth is
to get a
smoldering.
Nia,
Okay, you go and get
because
Nia. And Nia's going to begin
and
healing spells.
then
Nia
I'm
is
going
able to
to
put
I
an
don't
end
know,
to the smoldering.
but he's still not really operational. Can we roll knowledge?
Sure. Medicine.
Medicine or a lore?
Medicine or spirit lore?
Go for spirit lore obsession. The login.
So I think to actually make it spirit lore obsession, you would need to know that this is spirit related. But you could make this medicine obsession.
Okay. I don't think I can make a skill, but I can make a lore.
I'm talking about medicine lore, not medicine skill.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. Okay, my skills.
Nilvaris, you took 55 fire damage and 55 untyped damage. You also lost 1 intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
Permanently?
41.
Permanently.
I lost one to each of my mental stats. Is that right?
Yep.
I heard what I heard.
Okay, Sabo. The
Sorry,
vessel's
it was 55 fire. Sorry, the 55
55
fire,
fire and
55 what?
55 untyped. So, Sabo, the body
Yep.
is alive, but no one's home. You're not sure what this necessarily means, but it the body is showing signs of slowly beginning to give out. With Nia there, you guys can keep the body stable almost indefinitely, but it just is going to require constant effort.
I'm going to tell Nier as much. This body, wherever the virus is, he's not here. Might have to keep it alive until he can make it, unless we find a different way to get him back.
Nia agrees that this is what they're now doing. Okay, Novaris, what are you trying?
I'm trying to put myself back into my body.
Okay.
I can't imagine this is his first time out of body experience.
No, but normally there
So
is a thread tying you to your body.
yeah,
You
yeah.
usually just
Obviously,
pull on it
he's
and it
still,
snaps you back in. In this case,
yeah.
though, even trying to lay into your body is not connecting you back.
Am I able to try and make my body move, or am I completely pass through like a ghost?
You completely pass through it like a ghost. You can make will saves to actually try and interact with the material plane, because you are just on the ethereal.
Okay. Is there any sort of check that I can make on my behalf on any ideas about the situation that I'm that I'm in. Obviously, I understand that the connection to my body is
Planar lore is
severed.
applicable. Ethereal plane lore is even more applicable, and spirit lore is the most applicable.
Oh, that was gonna be a 20.
Okay. So, Planar Travel 101. You're attempting to travel through the ethereal or astral plane without transporting your body. Your cord has been cut, either through some sort of attack or some sort of incident. You are now stuck and need to find a way back to your body. There are several creatures in the astral plane that can help with this. Most of them are guardians of sorts. For guardians, you normally have to pay a fee. The fee is very... let me get up the examples.
But obviously, as is, we don't have any means of actually going to the ethereal, to the astral plane.
Well, now that you're actually in the ethereal plane, you can actually travel deeper into the ethereal plane and then into the astral.
Okay. I'm assuming though I'm at risk as in this current state that I'm in.
Yes.
Okay. Do I still have a means to defend myself in this form?
No, because your cord was cut, you have no access to any of your items or equipment. Normally, as long as your cord is intact, you've got access to all of that.
Okay. Do I have a different like pool of HP? Or am I literally just like anything can literally kill me at this point?
Your spirit has taken the untyped damage, but has not taken the fire damage. Your HP is equal to that of your regular HP.
Okay, so should I make a separate note for my body HP
Yep.
versus my soul HP? Okay.
You probably don't need to track your body HP now that it's actually been stabilized.
Okay. Do I still heal, quote unquote, normally?
Your soul will not heal.
Okay. All right, then I'm just going to track my soul HP in place of my regular HP right now, then.
Alright.
Do I still have access to my ability to see this? I guess
To see true
would
names,
I know
that
that
was an
to see?
ability, that was an item bonus to your eyes.
Okay, so I don't have access to that. I technically would have access to true speech still because I can still
Yes.
speak, or is that okay? Shit. I'm going to attempt to manipulate my pack and see if I can actually wrestle out paper.
Okay. It's a will save, DC 20. Oh yeah, you're able to easily manipulate the world when you actively
Yeah,
attempt to.
I have a plus 32. So even if I rolled a 1, I would still like succeed regardless. So is anyone around seeing this happen?
Yeah. Sabo and
Okay.
Nia both able to see it.
And I probably reach over for I probably also take out like a pen or something, and actually write on the parchment, "I'm here."
Saba, you see him right out, I'm here.
Yes, I'll take a pen and start communicating with him. In
I
the
can
same
still
way.
hear them. I can still hear them, right? I just
Yes,
can't.
you can hear them.
Okay, I'll say, well, that's good to know. How do you need help? Are you coming back?
You don't need to. You don't need to write. I can hear. I can hear you. Fine. My soul thread has been severed. I can't get back to my. I can't get back to my body as is. We either need some other outside help, or I need to attempt to make it to the astral plane and seek help there. I'm not fond of doing. I'm not fond of doing this because I don't have any ability to defend myself.
How far away are we from, for example, the knights?
From the knights at the moment. You guys still had a third of a trip to go. Without Nilvarius there to power the ship.
Yeah.
Yep, adding Nia to the list. Sorry, this is gonna take me a minute.
I'm assuming me augmenting the spell as much as I did me no favors.
Oh, it made it worse.
Yeah, I figured.
I think it's worth trying to figure out the balance. It's just risky and dangerous.
Yeah. Part of it is that makes it kind of difficult is how much I've constantly buffed up my true speech DC. It's pretty much impossible for me to pass my own saves.
Okay, let's
But
look
I
at
feel
Nia's
like
spell slots.
this might be an epic feat to make in the very near future. So do I know, did the true speech even pass through, or the moment I did it, it was immediate like reaction? I didn't even feel the spell actually go out.
You didn't even feel the spell go out.
Okay.
You guys are about 110 days away from the Eldritch Knights.
Oh, I'm gonna.
I didn't catch any of that.
I guess I will let him know, but I wonder if now that I know exactly what's going on, I can roll the other lore. It's gonna help me.
Yep, you can try to.
I guess I'm going to need
Oh.
to.
Sorry, that isn't actually correct. That is not for 110. That's still including Novaris, but not including Nia.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, that's 247. That being said, you can burn gold to go faster still.
yeah, but the new engine should be about ready.
This is with the new engine.
Okay.
Would Elgara actually be faster, or is Elgara further away?
Elgara is twice that distance away.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess next day I can switch my big obsession on this and have a big thing.
Okay, give it a go. So, the reckless thing to do would be to have him use true speech on himself to tell him to get back into his body. Other than that, maybe you might be able to build some sort of magical item to anchor him temporarily. You know what would fix this problem? Hello?
I am listening.
The chalice.
Oh, I know about that.
Okay.
I'm going to go and tell him, well, either you true speech yourself back in, which is probably not recommended, or I can try to craft something, but I would have no idea where to start.
Do I have any idea about how long it would take from if I actually tried to make it to the astral plane as I am? Do I have any idea how long it would take for me to actually do that? To
Takes 10
accomplish
minutes
that?
to get from the ethereal plane, surface level on the ethereal plane to the astral plane. The
Would
difficulty is
I
getting back. It's much, much, much harder to get back than it is to get there.
I'm assuming if I did do that, how difficult would it be to find my way back to my body?
You'd really need to come across something in the astral plane to send you back to your body.
Okay.
Usually, when you've got your tether, which will act as a gateway between the planes, but without that, it's kind of like swimming in space without a wormhole.
Hmm. I'm not overly fond of trying to use true speech to put my own body back into it, seeing as how using it put me in this position to begin with.
Fair enough.
So the really only two options is if we can find some way to anchor my soul to my body in the meantime. The only other option I can think of is traveling to the astral plane. I just not uncertain how exactly I'll be able to get back. I'll have to probably do something that I actively have refused to do in the past, and that's make pacts with outsiders. But that's likely the only way to restore my thread that I'm aware of, anyways.
Okay.
I'm going to think about it.
Keep in mind that you could just stay on the ship for the next 200 and something days and head towards the astral. Sorry, not the astral, the Eldritch Knights.
Yeah. I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen? They can't help me, and we're back to square one.
They
They
probably
could always
can
murder
help you.
you.
Let's be honest.
Who could always murder me?
The Eldritch Knights. I'm not saying they're likely to, I'm just saying they could.
If my body dies in this state and I'm untethered, what happens?
Have you seen Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Ghosts.
Oh, you have a thing in your you have a thing in core for a ghost dedication. How ironic.
Yep.
All right.
I've only ever had one other player become a ghost, and they got put into a body.
I guess we'll attempt to go to the knights first. Maybe they can help. And worst case scenario, we're back where we started. So I will linger and see if I can think of think of anything else. What's Nez's response to this?
She's pretty much at your body's side. He doesn't want you to die at all. In fact, it is opposite to his goal in life for you to die. You would occasionally catch them muttering to themselves, "If you die, I'm going to kill you."
I feel like it would have brought up a conversation that the importance of trying to live forever is a pointless endeavor, and that death comes and claims us all eventually. Well, living forever leads to stagnation.
Cool, so I'm going
We
to kill
spent a lot of
death.
time. So we spent time with elves, and you should understand that how it is in Elgar. Things are static. It's almost difficult for them to ever change. The moment the catastrophe came to an end, they immediately went back to their old ways. It's just a line of conversation that they probably have shared at some point in time.
She is very passionate about the
I mean,
idea of murdering death.
It probably would have brought up like like Leuven and his constant pursuit of like trying to make sure they never dies, and how ultimately what kind of damage that really did to him in the grand scheme of things. Anyways, carry on.
Okay. So, I guess you're traveling to the Eldritch Knights?
I guess so.
Okay.
If only it was okay to use meta knowledge, and I would have. And then I wouldn't have. If I used meta knowledge, then I wouldn't have done all this stuff. I would just know Kevin is free.
Can I
We
get
didn't
10
abandon you,
d10
Kevin.
from
I
you,
tried.
Sabo? Kevin, where are you going?
Huh?
Well,
Which dock
once
are you
I
getting
get,
off at?
well, coincidentally, I don't want to be in former Flirknivore either, and the next closest nation that I know about is also the Eldritch Knights.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to get as close to that as I can.
Okay, you are on the wrong side of the quote-unquote river.
Oh, are they on the Ventric side of the river?
Oh no, they're on the opposite side.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that Flurknabor was on the same side as Ventrix.
Yeah, they've just got a small mountain range between them,
Ah, okay.
which isn't a problem for you guys. You guys fly over it.
I thought knights were on the same side because we met knights on foot exploring.
Yeah, they came over by ship. They stopped in. Oh, where is that? So down the river all the way, they stopped on the left-hand side, down past Ventrix, and worked their way back up. And they were on their way back down to get back on the ship to go back. You caught them 2/3 of the way through the expedition.
Well, my rolls were quite nothing.
So, Kevin, what's your plan to get from the former capital of Flurknavor to the Eldritch Knights?
Well, how wide is this river?
Wide enough that you can't see the other side. Really, I shouldn't call it a river at all. It's more of a narrow sea.
I know.
It's about a day and a half in width at its narrowest point. At its widest point, probably 3 days.
Man, it's really unfortunate Kevin was killed enough to lose his quick swim feat. Well, are there... I bet there's no other ships that come and go out of these ports other than to and from other demon lands, are there?
No standard ships. There's the occasional random ship, but those are long in between.
Do I know if the Eldritch Knights are further up the coast or down the coast, regardless of what side they're on?
They are further up the coast.
And is that the way I just came from?
No, you just came from down the coast.
And I guess I'll keep going up the coast. See if I can find somewhere else to cross.
Okay, I'm just going to get a little image here to show you. So this is the area for the most part that you guys have mapped out. I'm about to send it over to you so that you'll be able to see. So the X is where you were just kept hostage. The circle-ish one is where you got it off at. And the one on the other side is where the
Where I
Eldritch
need to
Knights
be.
are.
Awesome. Well, as good as Kevin is at athletics. I don't think swimming's a good idea. So up the coast we go.
Okay. One, two, three, four, five, 6 D10, please.
Nothing.
Nothing eventful as you reach the town where yours used to be.
All right.
There used to be somewhat of a road here. There is no longer a road between the towns.
Is there anything at all left of this town?
Yeah, it's actually there's nothing left of the people who were once there, but the buildings have been repurposed. There is now a small stronghold here. It's actually in better shape than when you last had it.
All right. I guess keep on going north.
Okay.
Because I assume that there's going to be no ships here either, because it's all demon-controlled lands.
Yep. Keep in mind you've never been further north than this.
That's fine.
Okay, another 4d10, please.
No.
Sabo, can I get the next 10d10 from you, please?
Okay. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, 8. Okay. So you are experiencing a sky storm, Sabo. How would you like it if it was raining, but upwards?
Well, luckily the bottom of the boat is waterproof.
I know, astounding! Could you imagine the bottom of a boat being waterproof?
Basically built for upward rain.
Does take a very No, never mind. It doesn't even do that because it's made out of mithril. Yeah, there's no way that hail is doing any damage to that. Okay. The black mithril completely ignores all of the hail. And you sail on through. And the other one is... There's a small ship in the ocean. Would you like to approach this ship?
How small and how dangerous does it look?
Oh, this ship can't have more than 15 people on it. Seems to be some sort of cargo ship. Seems to carry small cargo, though. Potentially gems. Relatively fast ship, but nowhere near as fast as yours.
I suppose.
Actually, to be fair, it's about 2/3 the speed of yours at the moment. Nowhere as near as fast as yours when it's actually running above 20% speed. Okay. So you approach.
Yep.
Okay. The ship seems to not have humans on it.
What does the ship have?
These grey, hairy creatures.
Would I know? Would Nolvarius know?
Nalvaris,
And I said,
you'd know that these are beast orcs.
I imagine at this point, probably getting used to keeping paper around nearby, and you would you would write beast orcs.
does that help?
Are they were they no? Or are they generally violent, or what do I know about
They
them?
are the more barbaric side of orcs. Beast orcs are half breeds
I
between orcs and, well, intelligent beasts.
I would write half bred orcs, generally barbaric and violent.
You're fairly certain that this isn't a ship that belongs to them.
That ship was very likely stolen.
Do they have weapons on there?
No ballista or anything. Though on each of their persons, they've got a great sword, two swords, and what appears to be a throwing axe. Do you continue to approach?
No, fuck it.
Sorry, what was it?
Fuck them. Let's just keep going.
Okay.
Much as I want to explode them, I don't want to find out that they're teleporting beast orcs.
I appreciate the level of trauma that I've induced.
I would be okay finding that out if I wasn't the only one on
Yep.
the ship.
Okay. Kevin,
Yes.
what's your plan?
Figure out what's north. See if I can find a way to get to the other side.
Roll me 2d10. Okay, you hit the peak of the coast. There is nowhere further north.
I really need to ask this question now.
All right.
It took Kevin 12 weeks to go from the circular thing to the very north, right?
On foot without equipment.
So between the X and the circular thing, it's like 2 weeks maximum.
Yes, he took a boat from there.
On foot, it would be 2 weeks maximum.
In a straight line, yeah.
So are you telling me that fucking Ventrix was 2 weeks away from Greystone and they didn't know about each other for all these years?
There is a mountain range between them.
The fucking Greystone was sending out immortal people in every single direction.
Yeah.
Ventrix was doing exploration by ship in every direction. And it's like a week by ship at most.
They didn't find each other for 8 years.
How is that even possible if they're a week away by ship?
Well, they didn't get the stimulants that allowed them to travel out further until year 5. From there, they were focusing their travels north, because they had actually found settlements facing northward. They eventually did try to go down the coast. They came across the human barbarian tribes first, and the barbarian tribes usually were the end of them.
There's like a week, 2 weeks worth of foot travel. In Ventrix, it was a month from one city to another. They were traveling by ships fucking everywhere. My rant is done.
Fair enough. Yeah, if you to go over the if you were to walk over the mountain though, that is at least an additional 2 weeks. That's to travel through the mountain range.
Keep flying my ship.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep following the coast away from where I was going.
Okay. 7 more. 7 more D10 from you, Kevin.
A 1 and a 10.
Roll me a D10. Roll me a D10
10.
again. The one
6.
neutralizes. Okay, roll the D10.
7.
Okay. You come across a small halfling.
All right.
They seem to be out
This would be
hunting.
This would be better if it was the halfling that Kevin released for the service.
That would be better, yes. I don't know
It
that
is
they ever
not.
ended up leaving that town.
You got meat?
No, do you need meat?
Yeah.
I'll help them hunt.
Okay, roll me survival.
16.
You get a little bit of meat.
Keep in mind, this should still fall under his forager feat.
Yep.
So it should be bare minimum success.
Yeah, it is a success. I'm just looking at the actual results from it because I don't remember the forager one off my head.
That's fair. Let me just check his proficiency.
I'm not sure whether
He
it's
can
2 or
support
4 people.
16
16.
plus himself.
Okay, so 16 meals. Okay. They're going to take you back with them.
Okay.
So you get to a small little village. You've been to this village before.
I thought I might have.
This is the village where you met Yesla.
Yep.
You can see that a church has been turned into a small hall. One in 5 halfling houses are in use, the other ones are a bit overgrown. There are kids everywhere. Does Kevin feel a little at peace here?
Yeah. Certainly more peaceful than any of the demon lands he's been in.
Perfect. So what are you planning on doing here?
Well, for starters, we'll see if there's anything that he can help out with in exchange for some better clothing, because his is probably torn to shreds.
They don't really have a tailor. They used to have a tailor, but they lost them a few decades ago now. You can see that the technology level of this village has been set back. Oh, it's difficult to say, but at least a couple decades.
Fair enough.
It's really more of a Smurf village than a halfling village at this point. But everyone's happy. Until people start getting sick.
Oh boy.
So a couple of days into your trip here, a halfling breaks out in black boils. It very quickly overtakes the village until 2/3 of the village is infected. Do you have any
Is this
way
the
to
same?
remove disease?
Is this the same disease that went through Erg?
No, I believe that it is actually different, but I'm gonna quickly check. Yeah, it's technically different.
No, no way of removing disease.
Okay. So as to the disease is making its way through the people, you see a couple of them go to Yesla's temple and pray for their goddess to save them.
Oh, that's going to be depressing to watch.
Okay, Sabo, 10d10 please. Hey, potential encounter, roll 1d10. Okay, so you come across what appears to be a circular ship. Appears to be being pulled by sea dragons. It is an Eldritch Knight ship.
Ooh, I'm going to go greet them.
Okay. They stop their ship in shock of yours. What beast flies your ship? The captain of their ship asks.
Oh, I'm not much of a beast. Mostly magic.
I see. Most impressive, though.
Well, yours is also quite unique. Haven't seen a design like this.
Thank you.
You boring?
What is that?
What is your quest out in the seas?
We're off to fetch a magical item.
Oh, sounds exciting.
What of yours?
We are going to. I'm gonna say the name of their capital to procure some aid.
I see. What do you require aid with?
My friend found himself in a predicament. out-of-body experience that we wish to reverse.
Can you go into further detail?
Body's here, alive, but he not inside it. He's just waiting nearby. We can't see him, but he can write on a piece of paper. I think he's in material.
I see. I might know of a ritual that could be useful.
What why for your assistance?
Perhaps would you be willing to part with some gold?
Certainly.
I write on the slip of paper that Sabo might, or Nez might be carrying to hand to Sabo. Tell them that my soul thread has been severed.
My friend tells me that soul thread has been severed, which might complicate any ritual.
I'd presume that was the case. It's rare for someone to get trapped outside of their body with a soul thread that they can't pull themselves back into. I cannot say
Very
I'm an
well.
expert on the matter, but we have been trained in these arts. Projection was once a talent held by many people in our nation.
How
For now, though,
fortuitous.
I will be able to summon him to the material plane, overlaid with his body. Should the vessel be empty, he should be able to be pulled in.
Let us try.
Okay. He's going to perform the occultism. Nia can perform the religion. Sabo, can you perform either occultism or religion?
I can certainly use my arcane to perform the occultism because my feet.
Yep.
But religion, I can still do it, but it's not the best.
Yeah, if you can do the occultism. The tertiary check is one or the other.
Okay, I'll perform the Arcana occultism.
Then he adds 7 to that. 20. Okay, 35. Oh, wow, you critically succeed, Sabo. Nia. Does anyone want a plus 3 Nias? Or plus 1d10?
I'll plus 3 Nia.
Okay.
It is my soul after all.
So what level are you, Novarius?
18.
Okay. So standard success. Novarius, would you like to resist? You are currently fully aware that this is going on.
Yeah, he's not going to resist.
So if a circle is drawn and you're pulled into the material plane, everyone can see your ghostly form. You know that this effect is temporary and eventually you're going to snap back to the ethereal plane, but the magic is holding for now.
Okay.
Go on then, get in your body.
I lay down into my body.
Make me a will save. This is against your fortitude DC. Natural
Hold
20.
on.
It's a hell of a time for me to roll a 20. It would have been nice earlier.
Is that a critical success?
My fort is plus 30. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
it's a double critical success.
You actually feel your soul tether reconnect.
Oh, okay.
As your
So
body
my
moves for the first time on its own in months.
my my tether actually is restored, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just out of curiosity,
Alvarez fucks off with his tether intact.
can I can I actually I was gonna ask that, but could I actually see like the tattered ends of my thread
On your
floating
end,
around me?
yes.
Okay. So I
But
actually
not
can
from the
see it
body.
actually okay.
It's kind of like a
So what is
snapped
it?
off belly button cord.
I'm assuming that I probably there's a secondary effect of me being exhausted or something like that, right?
Well, your body is not rested in weeks.
It has
In
not
addition
rested
to.
in weeks?
No, it's not. No, it hasn't, sorry.
Okay.
And neither of you, really.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So he stirs and he just groans.
Nez immediately tackle hugs you.
He has a zero ability to resist this, so he probably just like collapses again, and he just like tiredly looks over to everybody and looks over to the Eldritch Knight. Thank you. He just sort of ekes out.
The Eldritch Knight kneels and holds out his hand to shake yours.
He he is completely unable to like lift his hand. He just like gestures his hand as much as possible. That he has incredible difficulty even raising
Yep.
his hand.
The Eldritch Knight pats the back of your hand and then stands back up.
Oh, thank you. You've been incredible for us.
Since I critically failed, I imagine I fucking just pass out.
Yep.
Would you and your crew have time for a dinner? I'll cook.
Very well. Best meal
Gonna
of
make
their life.
make sure that they get some.
So how long do I have to rest before before I'm quote unquote functional? And are they still around by the time I'm actually functional?
Probably not, but it's going to take a number of days equal to your level.
Yeah, I figured that makes sense.
You discover that one of the knights in their ranks is a mimic. It's a suit of armor, but there's no one inside.
Um, I'm going to inquire if that's common.
No, he's my familiar.
Oh, fascinating.
He ate my friend, so I put him to work. He's been on his best behavior since, haven't you? The mimic nods.
I guess go over and pat him and say good boy.
In case you're sizing them up, Sabo, you're fairly certain that you could take them all.
No, I'm not. I'm not. They just helped us. Also, might be the last nation that doesn't want to murder us. We know of.
Look, I feel like it might be wise to inform them of the nearby threat. I
Yeah,
feel like that might become a big conversation.
probably. Ask them during dinner if they're aware of the demon threat from Ventrix.
Yes, we've engaged with them several times.
Oh,
We've been working with the Dark Elves to repel the threat.
not so long ago, my friend who we just rescued messaged the name of the knight, and we're told that you were not even aware.
Really?
At this point, that was several weeks ago, right?
Well, a few-
That was, third of way into the trip, so just under a year ago. Because that's when you guys finished the engine.
Yeah, close to a year ago.
That makes sense of it.
So you only encountered them recently.
Last few months.
Well, I
It's
hope
part of the
our
reason why
warning
we're on this quest.
was helpful. It's a weapon to help fight demons.
To an extent, yes. It is a warding stone. We plan to create a ship. One that can carry this warding stone right up to their capital, and then straight into it. Dismantling their nation from the inside out. With the warding stone, no demon will be able to remain within the area.
That's wonderful. Love to help you with the ship.
We would
Our
appreciate your
friend
help.
is captive in that nation.
Is he?
From what we understand, giving him quite a while now.
I see. So torture or labor is his fate.
I suppose so.
I hope he's resilient.
That he is. There's any adjective to describe him? That's the one.
Curious. Very curious. Well,
So this stone, is it far away?
it's less of a stone and more of a box of old magic. It's called an anchor stone because that's the name of the spell. It's a mass compulsion effect. It's supposed to be in the land of sea elves.
Haven't come across any sea elves.
I'd expect not up in the sky like you are. We're several months away at this point, and then we'll be diving for it. With any luck, we'll
How
be able to
fast?
come to some sort of negotiation.
How fast is their ship?
Their ship is 55 miles a day.
How fast will we be able to pull them if with Nulvarius?
Okay, with Nilvarius... So, without Nilvarius, your ship is currently at 61 miles a day. With Nilvarius, you're at 159 miles per day.
Triple.
You go from 19% speed to 45.8% speed.
We could
As
give you a hand.
As for towing their ship,
Yeah.
it would take them up to 72.9 miles a day. So roughly a 20-mile increase.
Won't be a lot if we do. Maybe 30% increase in your speed. Of course, we can't just bring you on our ship because we wouldn't be able to dive. But if it will help you, it's then probably the least we can do.
We appreciate the offer, but we think the gold would be a more adequate payment.
Sure. I'll pay them with gold.
Okay, how much gold would you like to pay them? They cautiously never specified a number.
I'm aware. Same as they did last time. Last time, how much did we pay? Did we pay like 20k for their council's help?
I believe
First batch you paid 10k, the second batch you paid 20.
Yeah. 10k should be easily doable for us with the ship's treasury, right?
yeah.
I guess, I mean, they're not the council, but they really helped us
I believe
out,
there is
so
240k left in the treasury.
yeah, I'll do 10k.
Plus like 45k in Kevin's room.
I still have 53k in my bag. He definitely wouldn't be stopping you to taking money from from Nefarious.
Okay, so how much would you like to give them?
Tenor.
Okay. They graciously take the 10,000.
Do they look upset?
They seem quite pleased.
I hope your negotiation goes well.
Thank you. May you find your way. They then say farewell and go on their way.
Something we can do to make Nulvarius rest quicker. I will
He's
cook
still able
him
to. He's still able to power the
very
ship
nice
while
broth.
at this stage, because
Well,
it only takes a couple
you were
minutes
just-
to actually dump off some magic for the ship.
Okay, I was more thinking when he can, have a go at checking the Kevin situation.
That's completely up. That's completely up to you.
He can technically
I
do it
imagine.
pretty much the next day. It's just that he's tired.
Well, it's good to have you back. I still.
I'm assuming they after the day passed, we part ways with the Eldritch Knights.
Yeah.
Okay.
It technically
I
took
had
3 days
repeated.
total. The first day was ritual preparation, the second day was casting the ritual, and the third day was the food and going on their way.
Sorry, I'll be right back. Someone just collapsed. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Well, we can discuss what I was researching on this trip after the ship
Sure.
engine was done. I'm assuming I still don't have materials for containment, right?
No, not yet.
My spell slots are going into the ship, so I can't really do experiments.
Sorry, I'm back. They're okay.
Have they uncollapsed themselves?
No, they're sitting up and conscious and talking. So,
That's good.
I guess.
all right. Anyway, so he as tired as he is, as he's walking around not doing a whole lot. I wish I had the opportunity to actually say thank you myself. That's a debt I don't think I can ever repay.
That's okay. It's
I've
it's
managed through their process. I actually somehow managed to reattach my soul tether.
I can assure you that debt has been repaid well.
What did you offer them?
Just like last time they wanted gold, I gave them the same amount as the council accepted.
Gold,
So I'm sure they'll be quite happy with the fee.
gold hardly covers what they help manage to do.
It seems that in their culture, gold is extremely valuable, and the medium, the accepted medium of exchange for any favors. So
Still doesn't feel quite right to me.
well, they
Maybe
are
it's too late for them. They've already moved on anyways.
they are planning an attack on the demons. If you want to,
Did they were what exactly were they planning? What exactly were they planning to do?
so these guys were on a quest to get some kind of a warding stone, or what did they call it, anchor, and then they were planning to drop it in the capital of Ventrix and make all the demons fuck off.
Sorry, I probably called it an anchor stone. It's a warding stone. Technically, it's a
Does
warding
that
box.
does that spawn? Does that actually give me any sort of idea?
Not really. Warding. So it really depends on the culture for what a warding stone or warding box is. It can be anything from a box that protects things from detection inside, to a box that holds magic, to a extra
Well, in the
dimensional
context
prison.
in the context of how it's being, how Saab was describing it to me.
Could be a box that holds some sort of magical artifact or holds some sort of old magic.
I would have been more than happy to at least attempted to help them in recompense for what they did.
I did offer. They made it quite clear they prefer to be compensated in gold.
Despite their background, I feel like I may have misjudged them, if only a little bit. Now, I guess I'm curious if whether or not my spell had even had any effect at all. Is there any doubt in my mind that the spell was successful or not, or it even like left my
You're
lips?
relatively certain that the spell did not. It basically exploded in your mouth.
Okay. So, in a learning experience, I put too much oomph in what I attempted to do.
Yeah.
Yes, if you ever try that again, we better be ready to cast that ritual without having to find a knight.
I wouldn't suppose they were. I wouldn't suppose they taught it to you.
You observed it clearly to all you were doing.
Oh yeah, I guess I would have been able to watch them. Is that enough to even to actually learn it based on what I was able to witness?
It's the cool spirit ritual.
Call spirit ritual. Okay, I could have learned it by watching them perform it.
I can't because I'm not a ritual caster.
Let me see. What's your skill in occultism?
It is expert right now.
No, you didn't have enough time to actually learn it. Sorry, I had to look up the rules for it.
No, it's fine. Well, if we're still headed in the direction of them, perhaps we could actually learn it. I didn't really have enough time to actually perceive it. It's a little more complicated that I couldn't just perceive it. But I'm certain the spell didn't actually leave me. I'm not particularly enthusiastic about attempting it again. Not right now, anyways. I could try and find him again, but I'm not sure how effective that would be if he's still being held.
Might want to make sure, at least make sure that he is being held. We launch a rescue expedition and find out he's not.
Do I have the mental faculties to actually attempt another scrying spell with the belief that there's a chance that it could be captured again? I'm not sure if I'm have any penalties right now.
No, you don't have any penalties.
Okay.
It's just that you haven't had a chance to actually recharge your spells, so the ones that you expended during this attempt, and the hit points that you took.
Okay. Well, I can scrying. Scrying is only a 5th level spell, I think, so it's no big. I can still attempt. I can still cast that. All right. I'll attempt to try and find him again. So I go ahead and I cast scrying.
Okay. So, Kevin.
Will save?
No, not
Well,
yet.
first, you need to tell what you do for the next 50 days,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fair.
40 days.
So, 2/3 of the town died in less than a week. A third of it
Starting
is
pretty-
incredibly sick. There's 2 people in the town who seem to have no effects on them. The town was 30 adults and about 50 children. There are no children left.
Oh boy. Bringing about the end of this village twice. Yikes.
So, what would Kevin like to do?
Is there any reason to think that this is his fault?
You tell me.
I don't think he would come to the conclusion. Are there any of the others that would tell him so?
One of the surviving healthy ones. They blame you for this. You brought them death. This is your fault. You're the murderer. You're a ghoul.
A ghoul?
Creature that finds people and sucks all the life out of them.
Well, I can assure you, having met one of those, I'm not one of those. But if you think this is my fault, I will go.
Okay.
And having been shunned by that community, he will keep following the coast even farther.
Can you really
Okay.
call that a community at this point?
By that former community?
Better.
Don't worry, I decimated it before I left.
Okay. 1d10, please. You find a tiny little land bridge.
A little land bridge.
It's kind of like. So it's about a 500-meter wide by several hundred kilometers. Oh, not even several hundred. Like 100, maybe 80 kilometers in length. Sand patch that connects almost one continent to another. It seems to get overtaken by water periodically.
Well, we'll give that a go.
Okay. So, of a night, you're waist high in water. Of a day, your feet is in the sand. Roll me 90-10, please. Roll me
A
1d10,
1, 3 10s, and a 1.
2d10 for the ones, and then 3d10 for the tens.
One of them
No,
gets
no, no, no,
worse.
no.
And it gets better again. So tier 1, -1, and 5.
Okay.
Alright. Tier 1 +6 for 2 of them.